Yo, what we're gonna talk about today is what I refer to as a contrarian ass nigga. Black community is full of that shit. It's like a disease, a sickness. But since I speak from a black man's point of view, from a man of all races' point of view, that's the angle that I'm gonna come from. And I find it kind of odd. Somebody can. Well, first of all, black men have an issue, a problem. It's like a lot of us, and at times I've subconsciously done the same stupid shit, so I'm not excluding myself. But because of the battle scars we have as men in this society, we have a hard time taking praise. Somebody give you praise, somebody give you props, compliments, whatever. We have a hard time taking that. We have a hard time giving each other props because the first thing we want to say and think like, oh, this motherfucker dick riding, this motherfucker riding my shit. Like, yeah. And why do we say that? Because a lot of us display, and I used to suffer from the same shit. So I acknowledged it and stopped doing the shit. But a lot of y'all still do the shit. Y'all still stuck in that quagmire. Walking around with an inferiority complex. So when somebody give you props or whatever, this and that, or he riding my dick, that's your way of making yourself feel above him. And he could be just honestly giving props, giving credit where credit is due. But a lot of us brothers, we have a hard time accepting that, so we become a contrarian ass nigga in that instance, because that's just somebody giving you props. But it gets deeper. It can go to you ask somebody like, hey, you dating a chick. First of all, if you dating a chick and you like a chick, it shouldn't matter what anybody else thinks. That's something I don't even play them kind of games. I don't even joke like that. Like, because you might think my woman is ugly, but it doesn't matter what you think. If I'm attracted to her and I like her, that's all that matters. So I'm not gonna be like, hey, what y'all think about this girl I met, this girl I'm dating. I don't do silly shit. I don't do silly shit like that. Now, if you're joking around with your friends or whatever, this and that, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But I don't care what other people think about who I'm dating, because I don't have a prototype woman. There's some big girls like Jill Scott. I think she's cute. I'd fuck the shit out of Jill Scott. Motherfuckers think Erykah Badu is ugly. I'd fuck the shit out of Erykah Badu. And she falls into the motherfucking cane toad category. It is what it is. I mean, as a man, there's some aspects of us that are hypocritical. As a black man, we so scared to acknowledge that. I don't know what the fuck wrong with some of you dudes and shit. You just live in contradictions without acknowledging it. As far as you working on not living in it, you just accept living in it. I look at a contradiction like, yeah, I know I can I know I can be that way sometime, but I'm working on that. I'm working on getting better at that, so I can not do some of those things. But a lot of you dudes, it's like you wear that shit as a badge of honor. It's like you want to be the contrarian ass nigga. You wanna zag when everybody zig, just to say that's what you're doing. And I just don't get it with some of you dudes. So you ask my an opinion, you know, somebody walk up to you, they got their girl with them, this and that. You know, it could be somebody you know or somebody you don't know. So the girl walks off to get some drinks for, you know what I'm saying, the dude she with. The dude turns to you and say, hey, what you think? You know, she look good, this and that. If you honest about it, if they want your honest opinion and you give it, like, you know what, she's average. She's at the equator line. The equator line basically meaning the globe model that we used to all have in the classroom has an equator that's in the middle. Above the equator line is above average. Below the equator line is below average. So the equator line, basically when I say the equator line, it means average. That's all it means. And it ain't no diss or nothing like that. It's just, you know, if a question seems to be a real question, I'm gonna give an honest opinion and answer. That's all it is. It ain't. That's pretty much it. So if you say you just joking and you know y'all should have a mind of y'all own, don't be a follower the leader type thing, well, that was my honest opinion. So you joking about it and asking a question, you contradicting yourself right there. We all do it. I'm not saying that I don't, but it's, you know, you saying somebody don't have a mind of their own and they actually giving their actual opinion, especially if it's a photo. First of all, photos can be misleading anyway. This person could look better in person than a photo, or they could look worse in person than a photo. So it's subjective all the way around anyway. So if you show a photo and the guy and people just give their honest opinion, that's, I mean, take it for what it's worth. It ain't not having a mind of their own or anything like that. And that's when we fall into the trap of being contrarian niggas. And we only do this to each other, and that's a problem. There's no reason for us to be like that towards each other, unless this person is actually like an enemy of yours, like you beefing with this person, he's actually the ops, then yeah, that's a whole nother thing, you know, because y'all don't really like each other anyway. So yeah, I understand that, but you know, we got to stop thriving off the disease that's being the contrarian nigga. There's no purpose for it, and it's useless. It's useless in society, and it's useless in the black community, period. And a lot of black men do that shit. You know, I don't get it. I don't know what be wrong with some of you males, men, or whatever you want to call yourself. But yo, we need to get on a better path than that. Now you see how these women treat each other and shit in front of everybody, even when they know that this chick is lying and she's ratchet and she's debaucherous and she's full of shit. They won't say anything bad about her in front of you. They at least have that in common, that they, you know, they stick together, even if they gnashing their teeth while doing it. Then as soon as we not there and the lights is out and everybody turn their head, then they should probably show their true colors to each other. But they have more of a camaraderie than you niggas. And that's the goddamn shame, to tell you the truth. But yo, in this society that we live in is just too much. We already got a problem of the ultra woke bullshit that we're dealing with. What I say about that, you might choke if you go woke. That's all I got for today. Y'all enjoy your day. If you in Chicago, you know, it's nice as hell today. Nice little breeze. It's warm and shit. Yo, enjoy that shit. I'll holler at y'all.